Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. Back again with another one. We have this Mount Serrano-Tellez card that we're going to break down. January the 3rd, from Puerto Rico, live on the zone. This is an MVP promotion. So we're going to touch on the card. We normally don't get fights on the first weekend of January. So, this is something kind of new. So we got to tap in with it. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Much appreciated. Hakan in the building was good. Yeah, she missed weight. 126.6. Yeah, I saw that. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. All right, so this is the first event for MVP for the new year. They had a great 2025, and MVP are leading the way with women's boxing. So this is another one. Amanda Serrano, she's an all-time great. She's going to face late replacement Serrano-Tellez. We're going to touch on that as well. We know Erica Cruz pulled out. Well, she was taken off the card because she tested positive, and it's like a discrepancy with her drug test, but it's like a second time popping dirty. So they picked another opponent along like 2 weeks notice. So that's what it was. Alpha LD, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So here's the card right here. So we got a bunch of fights on the card, which is good. I love boxing, so this is right up my alley. The prelims, we got a lot of up and coming prospects on the card. Caleb Trilli, though, he's making his pro debut against Justin Hill. They both making their pro debut. So, Puerto Rican fighter. This is a heavily the other card got a lot of Puerto Ricans, which obviously they should. Um, I like the way they do this because if you look at it, the main card is all female fights, and then the prelims is like a mixture of male and female. So that's good. That's dope. We don't normally find that a lot in today's time. It's normally they just mixed in together, but the main card is all women. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. So tap in with these young prospects. I think the best one, the prospect I'm looking out for is Alexis Chaparro. He's good. Tall, rangy guy, fight at middleweight. They call him Chop Chop. He's good. Elise Soto, she just signed with Amanda Serrano. She can fight too. She's been sparring Amanda down there. She's gonna face the Dominican fighter Lydiana Martinez. Henry LeBron is back. We haven't heard from him in a minute. He just signed with MVP. He fights at 130. He's a 130-pound contender. We just haven't seen much of him. I know he had a fight with Matchroom last year when they did a card in Puerto Rico, but we ain't heard from him. So he's been out the ring for about a year, and he got a couple of world rankings in the across the board. So hopefully, with signing with MVP, Henry LeBron can get back in play, and what I'm saying, hopefully get a world title shot. He's facing Juan Tapia. Juan Tapia fought Shakur Stevenson back in the day when Shakur was on his come up. We got Jean Paul Rivera. He's another good kind of. I think he's like a fringe contender. He fights at featherweight. He got some world rankings too. I like him. He a good, solid boxer with some good power. He been tested early in his career, so the prelims is pretty good. You know what I'm saying, with some young talent. He said 9 fights on the prelims. Yes, sir. Bruce Gas, what's good with you? I would expect Yankee Rivera on the main card. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was on touch on that. That's for sure. Yeah, well, yeah, I can see that being on the main card as well. These are two highly touted guys and been around. You got former world champion with Jonathan Gonzalez, but this is the main event for the prelims. Um, it's interesting because Bamba Gonzalez, he's moving back up to 112. I know he went up there to fight Taraji back in the day. Taraji stopped him. I want to say he was world champion there, or at least he was a top contender. But he's coming back there. I know he was former champion at 108, lost his title. So Yankee Rivera, look, he supposed to be the next Puerto Rican star. His last performance wasn't that great. Like that fight with Angelina Cordova, that was that was a bad dance partner for him. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a pretty fight. So now these guys, last minute, they're gonna fight for the WBA interim title at 112 pounds. So you know what I'm saying? Late notice, but to add that belt to the fight. But this is interesting though. I think Rivera. I don't know, man. Rivera is more talented than me, but Gonzalez know how to win. You know what I'm saying? He a former world champion for a reason. He might be a little bit faded, but I would favor Rivera in this fight. I think he should win, but we never know. Gonzalez is crafty, he's tough, and he been around, so that's interesting. And this is the main event on the prelims, so should be pretty solid. Going back to the main card, so for the main card we got all women on the main card. So Ebony Bridges, you know, she's returning back to the ring. She had a baby um, earlier this year, and she's been on the ring for a long time. She lost her title, um, you know what I'm saying, and after that she just been I don't know. I know she left Matchroom, that she signed with MVP, had a baby. So this is good to see her back. When she's right, she's one of the bigger punches in her weight class. She's strong, physically strong. She can beat all box, but I think this fight right here is like a welcome back fight. And at 118 pounds, if she look good, she can get right in the mix at 118 pounds. She's a former world champion as well. And they got a lot of fighters. They got some good fighters at 118. They got the undisputed champion, Shanika Johnson. She's gonna fight Dana Thorsland after Dana have her comeback fight. You still have like Sharetta Metcalf. You got Krista Rosado, who's on this card as well. So it's some opportunities. Amanda Galley. I think Amanda Galley coming back. If Ebony Bridges look good, that's a good fight. Or even a rematch between Ebony Bridges and Shannon Courtney when they trying to whenever they do that UK show, all female UK show, the rematch with Shannon Courtney and Ebony Bridges actually makes sense for that card. So let's see. Let's see how she look in her return. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good fight in Orlando. Nah, it wasn't, man. It was man. It was like they weren't good dance partners, put it like that. I can expect there you go. Okay, there you go. We're on the same page. That makes sense. For that all UK card they're talking about doing. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Krista Rosado is back. She's facing Tian Walters. So Krista Rosado is coming off a loss to Sharetta Metcalf. I actually thought she won that fight, but they gave it to Sharetta Metcalf. It was a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? I like Rosado. She can fight. You know, she still needs some more seasoning, but I actually thought she won the fight. Thomas said, "What's good with you, bro? Happy New Year, salute." I thought Chris Rosado, she did well in that fight. So she's coming back fighting on this card. She's fighting 6 rounds, 3 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? They try to, keep that trend going for the ladies, fighting 3 minute rounds. So that's what's up. This is a fight she should win, you know what I'm saying, and get back in the mix. Like I said, she like 118, they got a nice little stable at 118. And maybe, she can keep it pushing. Maybe get a rematch with Metcalf down the line. I thought Chris Rosado won that fight too. Yeah, I thought she did. I thought she edged it out. Blue Hustle Man in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right. The two main attractions we're gonna talk about. Happy New Year to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy New Year. All right. So the two main fights, the two championship fights we're gonna talk about. We have Stephanie Hahn versus Holly Holm. This is a WBA lightweight title fight. They fighting 10 rounds, 3 minutes. So that's what's up. So the ladies, they trying to, what I'm saying, enforce that and get their equal rights to fight 3 minute rounds, which I'm cool with. You know, I mean, it like my thing is, if they want to do it, they do it. I like the 2 minute rounds because I think it's better action. It's like a sense of urgency because you got to get your shit off. But if these ladies want to take their time and implement their game plan, I'm not mad at it. So Stephanie Hunt is the WBA champion. You know what I'm saying? She's a good fighter. Been around for a minute. was a great amateur. She had wins over Michaela Mayer and stuff like that in the amateur, so she can fight. She got a pedigree. She made her MVP debut a couple of months ago, which she got dropped in the first round, and she looked kind of shaky in that fight. I don't know if it was the nerves, if it was the platform, if it was a pressure of performing. I don't know, but she ended up squeaking out that win. But she did get dropped, so let's see if how she bounced back from that. You know what I'm saying? She's a boxer, and she can be aggressive, but she more so of a boxer, can use the ring. So let's see how that style match up with Holly. I think she may have to be aggressive with Holly because Holly is definitely great on the back feet, on the back foot. She got great movement. We seen her come back after like what 13, 14 years out the ring. She's a boxing Hall of Famer. She came back after being in the UFC in June, and she looked good. Like her movement was good, her jab was straight. You know what I'm saying? She was doing a lot of good stuff. And she's strong for the weight. Because Holly used to fight at what, 47, 54. I think she's a three division champion. 40, 47, 54. So she's the bigger fighter and probably the stronger fighter, given her, her work in the UFC and stuff like that. So for like grappling and holding and stuff like that, she'll be probably good at that in the clinch. So I actually like Holly Holm this week on win. I think it's gonna be competitive, but I think Holly gonna stick to her game plan, box, and make Stephanie Hahn come to her. I think she's gonna be counter punching all night. It may not be the most pleasing fight, but I think Holly gonna win. Holly got a lot of experience, even though she's been out the game for a while. She has a lot of experience, and she know how to win fights. So I don't see a knockout. I don't think these ladies are punching like that, but we never know. I like Holly Holm to get the win of the WBA title. And this division is good too. MVP is invested in the lightweight division. They have three of the four champions. This fight right here with Stephanie Hahn and Holly Holm, WBA. Then they have the WBC champion, newly signed Caroline Dubois. You know what I'm saying? She's nice. And then they have the WBO champion, Terry Harper, who is a three division champion. They just signed her. She haven't fought with MVP yet, and she's likely to fight Caroline Dubois in a unification. So the winner of this will definitely be in line for a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I guess, the winner of Dubois and Harper. You have the IBF champion, Turhan. She's tough. She's a big puncher. She just beat Beatrice Vieira. You know what I'm saying? She was with Matchroom. So if Matchroom, I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out. If Matchroom wanna, I think Matchroom won't mind giving Torhan over to MVP, but will MVP mind, what I'm saying, having their champion fight her, what I'm saying, right now. So that's interesting. It's a lot of stuff at stake. These ladies fighting 3 minute rounds, um, 10 3 minute rounds, which I want to see how that's gonna work, the pace, the game plans, and all that stuff. So it should be cool. He said 2:30 then. Uh Stephanie Hahn and Holly Holm is a good fight. I'm really looking forward to that fight. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, she's favorite. Yeah, I think she is. I'm Bias Brown. What's good with you, bro? Turhan, yeah, Leaf, Nur Turhan is a fighter to look out for. Yeah, she's dangerous. Dangerous puncher. And if you don't got no power, she's running through you. Like she got a lot of confidence and determination. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to see her in the mix as well. All right, main event: Amanda Serrano versus Serrano-Tellez. This is a late replacement, like I mentioned earlier. Amanda is coming back to featherweight, her natural division, and the division she's most comfortable in. She made the weight real easy. She made weight. Tellez missed weight. She came in 126.6. You know what I'm saying? So the fight's still gonna go on. Amanda is not trying to get no money from her and all that. She just wants the fight to go on. So that's salute to her for not trying to enforce that or be disrespectful. No, that's cool. All respect to that. As far as the fight, I don't think Tellez has enough firepower for Amanda Serrano. I think the work rate is definitely gonna be a big a big presence in this fight because Amanda throw a lot of punches. And I think her getting back down to 26 or she can overwhelm a lot of her opponents. I think that's gonna suit her real well. You know, she a vet. She can do. She can box. She can do a little bit of everything. But her main thing is, and what she's good at is the pressure, body shots. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Like the way she used to she wear down her opponents. And Serrano-Tellez is a good young fighter. She's up and coming. She's just not ready for this moment, in my opinion. Let's see if she can stick to the game plan. Her keys to victory is to box and kind of do what the blueprint is out to how to beat Serrano. Kind of do what Katie Taylor did, you know. But Katie is twitchy. She was running numbers and she was taking a walk, running numbers combinations and she was taking a walk. Can Tellers do that? I don't know. You know, Katie is real experienced and she's been around the game for a while. But that's the key, and you gotta be able to stand up to that pressure of Matt Serrano. Now these ladies are fighting 10 3-minute rounds. Um, so given that and the knockout ratio of Amanda Serrano, she got 31 knockouts and 47 wins. That would tell you that maybe she gonna get the knockout. The last time she fought 3-minute rounds, she went 12. She fought 12 3-minute rounds against the Brazilian fighter Ramos, Daniela Ramos, and that went the whole distance. Now I was thinking when they went the distance, where would they want to go the distance just to prove they can go. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't like women doing 3-minute rounds. I think that was that case. This case, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Amanda is looking for the kill. She's back home in Puerto Rico, where she basically have to redeem herself because her last fight in Puerto Rico got postponed last minute because she got some gel or something in her eye when she was getting her hair braided. And that was crazy. So that was a disappointment. So now she's trying to redeem herself. That's why she was going to fight regardless. She was going to find a replacement opponent for Erica Cruz regardless. So I think she's going to put on a show. I think she's going to put on a show, and I think she's going to end up stopping Tellers probably to the body. You know what I'm saying? I can see her stopping her to the body. Probably like, because Tellers never went 10 rounds in 2 minutes. So I'm going to say around the sixth round, if she can stand up to this shit, I think probably like six when it started. Because, when you get to the sixth round, you basically pass the limit of a 2-minute round. So I think when you get around about 6, 7, I think I think she'll probably get the stoppage. So we'll see, man. It's an interesting fight. It's a fun event because you got say representing for the Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? And putting Puerto Rican boxing on the map. You got a lot of women on the card. So I'm dope. I'm tapped in with it. I think it's dope that what I'm saying, we having a card on that day, on this weekend, the first weekend of January. We don't normally have that. So this is it right here. You guys can tap in with the prelims. The prelims gonna start at 2:30 East Coast time on the MVP YouTube channel. 11:30 on the West Coast, and then the main card will start at 8 o'clock East Coast, and then 5 o'clock on the West. So we got a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fights to tap into. So yeah, man. Hopefully everybody enjoy it. So yeah, got everybody tapped in with that. Man, Pettigrew, what's good with you, bro? Good afternoon, salute. So yeah, that's my time right there, man. Make sure you guys is tapped in with this boxing. You know what I'm saying? We should have some good fights tomorrow. They doing the ceremony weigh in today, so y'all tap in with that. You get the chance to look at the fighters. Like I said, the only discrepancy that I seen was Serrano-Tellez missed weight by like a half a pound, but that's not gonna stop the show. So, and I don't think Amanda don't want her to lose no weight or nothing like that. She just if you're ready to fight, let's get it. So that's a good thing. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the time, and I'm out.